Hi, it's Marcus here from 4POS. Another function that or feature that we've actually changed quite a lot on and spend a lot of time on is the 4POS backup process. We are running version 18.4, which is obviously the SQL version of 4POS, meaning that we're running Microsoft SQL on the system. Now, SQL is not a database that you can just simply copy and paste like we used to have with Microsoft Access. So critical that you use the the 4POS backup and restore options. First of all, to ensure that your backup is set up properly, you go to Store Setup and Security, General Parameters, and in there you can select your backup path. In other words, where do you want the backup to be done. For the customers that are using Dropbox or some other programs to send their backups to the cloud, rather set up your Dropbox and Just Cloud and whatever other functions to where the backup folder is. Do not try to access it straight from the SQL database itself. It will just give you problems. There's a lot of SQL backup functions available. You're welcome to try it out, and please make sure that it works for you. Don't just assume. If you're not a technician and not a technical person, please just keep it simple. Alright, so I've already specified my file. If I want to change it, I can simply click on locate, go to your C drive or whatever the folder is. In my case, I'm going to just select my 4POS support folder and click OK. I'm not going to specify /4POS support /backup. The system will do that automatically. And if that is done, you simply, when you close the back office program, it'll ask you, do we still do a backup? We're saying yes, and the system will go and do a backup. The backup process, as you can see, is much faster than it used to be. A lot of customers complain about the speed of it. The reason why it was so slow is we're doing a full backup now. We're not just doing a copy of the pricing file and the Waitron file. We're doing full backups with all month files. In this case, I do not have any month files. That's why it's so quick. But what the system will then do is also clever enough to know which month files have changed. So it'll always do pricing on Waitron and then see if there's any new month files that has not been updated into the backup. So I click OK on my backup. Back office will obviously close. If I go to my C drive, my backup drive, or my computer drive, I'm going to the C drive on the computer, go to that 4POS support folder, and you'll see in there where my backup file was specified. There's my backup files or my RAR files, and again, if you've got WinRAR installed on your computer, you'll be able to open it up and it will then specify what is inside that backup. Okay, this was a backup that I did after conversion for a customer. They've been using 4POS for 52 months, as you can see, in other words 4.5 years odd, and that's why they've got so many month files in it. If I want to look at the latest file, obviously that's today's file, the one I just ran, and that will then have your updated files in there. Alright, and that's as simple as it gets. If you want to run it off to a different folder altogether, you can always specify that. You can also run from the 4POS folder the backup program on its own. Alright, again, use with care. Make sure that the backup is actually complete and you can use it. Do not just assume, but 4POS did a backup, so it should be okay. No, that's no guarantee anywhere. We do not know whether the drive that you're writing to was actually correct or not. Enjoy.